What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video here. I already caught a trout. I'll probably play that clip right after this one. Just let me do my little intro, then you can go watch me catch that. So on this rod, I got 3 rods set up here. I have some of this floating bait here. You know, I've had one on that, but I got too anxious and I just started setting the hook and I ripped my bait in half and the fish came off. Because with the size 12 hooks, that's a bit of a problem. And in this rod, I have one of the orange Berkeley power bait worms on there. And I caught one on that, which you'll see that clip here in a minute. And over here, I have that, but in a pink. But I have 2 of those on there. But those ones are from last year, so they're a little old. They don't have the scent. But I've already had 1 trout on. Oh, right here, right here. My line's going. There it goes again. Anyways, last year, I was using these. And I already had one on this, and it jerked my rod forward a couple inches here. But the I did not get the hook set on it before I got the chance. Anyways, so I'll let you go watch that clip there. And yeah. There he is, guys. I did not manage to get a second trout after a couple of them pull my line and then going tap tap and then coming off, and then like they would go at it, they would like pick at it, but they wouldn't fully commit to eating it. So we're probably gonna do a catch and cook here with this guy. You had me guess. I would say he's probably 12, 13 inches. Decent sized stalker. We're gonna take him home and do a little catch and cook here for you guys. All right, guys. Now I'm gonna be doing the cook part of the catch and cook. Usually I do catch more trout than that than one, but I think with everyone being off work, a lot more people are getting out and fishing. There was one other guy there when I was there, and he kind of left halfway through. I did see him catch one, but he put it back. Anyways, so if you don't want to see me clean this fish, just skip ahead a little bit, and hopefully you won't have to see it then. Anyways, the way I like to start is I like to go here at the back of the throat. If I can break his skin, then just skin cut all the way down to the anal fin. I kind of went off to the side there, but that's okay, as long as the job gets done. And there we go. There's some poop that came out of him. Okay. Now, I take the head, and I go to the head, and I just go straight down back there. And then what you're supposed to do is, I'm just taking the head off. Some people, they like to go in from the top. And I throw that in my bucket here, which I'll later throw in the river. But I usually do this at the creek, and I just truck it back in the creek and then take the fillets home. But like I said, a lot of people cut down from the top, and they try to rip all the guts out like that. But I don't do it that way. I don't know, I just never really did it that way. And we're going to cut off his fins, because you can't really eat the fins. A lot of people do cut off the fins to start, and I will say that is what I normally do, but I just completely forgot, because I don't know what I'm doing. Well, I do know what I'm doing, but I got nervous in front of the video, man. I guess got ahead of myself is really what I'm trying to say. This is turning into a pretty bad gut job. Now we're gonna take off these side fins. I believe they're called pectoral fins. Don't quote me on that. I don't know what you guys are seeing because I don't want to get blood all over my GoPro. There's one, and two. Then I believe you can leave on this fin. But I'm just gonna take it off for the heck of it. Maybe if I could get it off. Shut up, cat. No one likes you. Close enough. Alright. And we're going to open up the cavity. And we're just going to pull out his guts. There we go. Go open up his stomach, see what they're eating. And then you go over here. But now we want to go over here to the sink. That's full of... Come on, GoPro. That's full of dishes. And we're going to push down here. If you can see, there's that black line. If you've gutted a trout before, you know what I mean. And then you just take in your thumb and just running it. And all of that congelated blood is going to come out of him. See what I mean there? There it goes. Boom. Just one more time. Usually you can get it all at once if you do a good job. Like I said, I'm no master here at cleaning trout. I've only been doing it a year, just as I've been catching them. Not even really a year. And I like to rinse out the cavity and get all the gut strands and what's left of that bloodline out of them. I always use cold water, just, I don't know why. Okay. Now, I usually take off this little like white phlegmy stuff here too, which I think I did a pretty good job at. Alright, and now we have one clean trout. Now we come over here. We're going to cut off his tail because you can't eat the tail. There we go. And then I like to give it another little rinse here because I just sat him all over my gut pile. And take off any little last strands here. And then I like to get a paper towel. The GoPro is mounted a little low because I was using it for fishing and usually looking down the entire time. So I do apologize for that. And I like to just set it on there so it's not over my gut pile. Okay, now we're gonna put some butter in this pan here. Let me get a spoony spoon. And put a little. I like to go with a lot of butter. Really get that going. And I'm gonna let this butter run around there as it melts here a bit. And I'll show you actually how I like to cook them. Okay guys, now I got a big pan here full of butter. And I like to put a little salt in there. A little pepper as well. And then a little garlic salt. You know what? Let's mix up a bit. And let's add some oregano as well. Now I like to take the trout himself. And I like to put some seasoning in there. I usually put like a lemon wedge would do very well. Or some other vegetable. I'm just going to put oregano in there. Then we're going to put in some salt. Oh, I can't really get pepper in there. We'll put in some garlic salt. And then dump in a little lemon juice here. And I like to take that over, pop them right down in there. And then I like to do the same little steps here again on the sides of them. You know, put some salt on them. Even though you're not eating the skin, it will soak through up into the meat. Like it'll soak through the skin into the meat is why I'm doing that. So don't get down there in the comments and say you're just wasting all that stuff putting it on the trout skin. Because even though that's going to peel off when I go to eat it, it will cook through it. And I'm going to give this a couple minutes, you know, add some more butter occasionally. Put them right up there along the cavity. and do add some butter occasionally. And then once it gets time, I will flip them over and put the same seasonings on them as well. I'll get back to you here once that gets done. I gave it a little flip there after a minute there, and you can see what I mean about the skin just peeling right off. And that's not even cooked yet. Like I said, look at that. This is what I talk about. As soon as like that starts cooking a little bit, that skin just cooks right off, which usually you peel it out after. And I usually do keep it on just so the meat doesn't like fall out, but hopefully we don't have that problem here. But I'm gonna re-season this side, and yeah, I'll let you know when it's done. All right, guys, it's been cooking here a couple minutes now, and the way I think that's pretty much done for me. As you can tell from where we took the skin off, that's browning very nicely. But the way to check is if you can just pull with the fork and it'll come right off the bone, just like that. And I'll take a little bite here as soon as it cools off a minute. But I think that trout is pretty much done. You know, usually I like it to be a little flakier than that, where it just completely falls off the bone. But as you can tell there, that is exactly what that did. It just came right off the bone. But I usually do prefer it a little flakier where it comes off in smaller pieces than that. But yeah, it still should be pretty good here. Take a bite. I really taste the garlic and oregano in that. But other than that, it just tastes like trout. Yeah. I put way too much oregano in. I think if you are going to do oregano, just do a little bit in the cavity. To me, that trout's done. But I know some other people in my family, they're going to want it to be a little more flaky, as I talked about there in a minute. So I'm going to give it a little bit longer here, and I'm going to take the full thing off. Like I said with the bones, it just comes right off the bones there if you do it right. Alright, I'll let you know when it's fully done. Alright guys, I just took it off. Now I'm just taking all the skin off. As you can see, that fin, see, you can leave them on because they'll fall right off. And we'll give it a little flip and go to this other side. And then the skin just peels right off. Look at that. It just pulls right off. It just kind of looks like the breading they put on the chicken there. Am I in your way? Look at that. Alright. Now I usually just take this and throw it in my scraps bucket here where I'm going to feed to the fish later. And now we're going to take the fork and just peel some meat off. It just pulls it right off the bones. That big top fillet, that big piece off the top there, like this piece here, that's where your good meat is up there. Right up here at the top, right above all the bones on the back line. That's the good meat. All right. Here, Mom, you try this. Here. Take that piece right there. What do you think of that? The dog wants it. Is that good?
Delicious.
You think I put too much oregano or garlic, or do you think that's a good amount?
No, that's good.
All right, the dog clearly wants it, so that's how you know it's good. Okay, okay. You can have some more as soon as I give some to Elizabeth here. Elizabeth! Here, eat some of this fish.
Right now?
Yes, right now. You're eating it right now because that's what I'm doing the video. I'll give you this big piece right here. This came right off the top there at the back. That's the good backbone meat. There you go.
There's no bones in this?
No, there's no bones. See them right there? On the back, there's no bones up there. See, look. You see what I'm touching? That's the backbone. You hear that noise?
Yep.
That's the backbone. There's no bones in that. Just there.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be good. Eat the whole thing.
Okay.
What's it taste like? Garlic? Oregano? I think I put too much oregano in it.
It's not bad.
You barely ate any of it. Eat the rest of it if it's
Okay.
not bad. Well, is it good?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. was the trout that we made before better? Would you like this better?
No, this is better.
This is better? That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Okay, I would give some to Dad, but I don't know when he's coming back. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed my little catch and cook here. I'm going to eat the rest of this trout here. Because it is really good. They weren't just saying that in the video. Like I said, that backbone meat is my favorite. Because off this, you just get little strands. But off that, that's where the good meat is. Right up there. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to go eat the rest of that. See that? It's just so flaky. It just falls apart in my hand. What do you think? Good? Like I said, it's just so flaky. It just falls apart in your hand. You can just peel it off like the fork as I was doing there. But, yeah. There you go. No bones in that, because all the bones are right there, as you see. It just falls right out the bones. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed my catch and cook here. Leave a like for more. Leave some feedback down there in the description. Whether you think I talk too much, or you want to see more of the fishing part. Let me know what you think. If I went too in-depth or not enough in-depth, please let me know. I think this video is probably going to be like 12, 14 minutes. I don't know. Just let me know if you liked it and if I should do more of these with other trout, cooking them different ways, or other fish as well. And there's a cat going under a cabinet. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed. See you next time. Bye.